What's up, Al100 wrestling fans? Thank you guys for tuning in to this month's edition of the pay per view preview podcast. Navarro here, and guys, this pay per view card is looking very stacked. I mean, every single match from the Raw Women's Championship match to the Eye for an Eye match we have coming up this Sunday. I mean, every single match has been hyped up flawlessly. I mean, perfectly. This pay per view is probably the one that I'm most excited about. The one that I have been most excited about since WrestleMania, because we have so many good matches that are happening this Sunday. And without further ado, guys, let's get started on seeing my opinions. Kicking off this podcast episode, we have Bayley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Nikki Cross. Um, like I said, these matches have all been set up pretty great. It's no different with this one, even though right now I guess you could tell like the WWE is kind of more giving their attention on the SmackDown, the not the SmackDown, the Women's Tag Team Championship match, the Women's Tag Team Championships. Sorry about that. Um, but they've also haven't lost interest in the singles titles when it comes to the women, and in my opinion, this match has been coming for a while now. I've been wanting to see Nikki Cross kind of show what she's got. Don't get me wrong, she's a great superstar. Every time she steps in the ring, she does awesome. I like how she's been booked ever since rolling or debuting on the main roster. I was one that believed that she wasn't gonna be booked properly on the main roster. I always thought, she was whenever she was on NXT, she was with Sanity, but aside from I think both of the NXT Women's Championship opportunities she had, other than that, we kind of didn't see much of Nikki Cross. And when she came up to the main roster, um, she kind of became a fan favorite instantly. And she's been coming off on a roll ever since coming up to the main roster, and just seeing her get an opportunity for the SmackDown Women's Championship, I'm kind of excited for it. And with Bayley, what's there to say about Bayley other than nothing? She's proven that she deserves this longest reigning championship reign that she's had. She's been doing great as a heel. At first, when she first started, it was kind of on the rocky side, but Bayley was kind of used to being a face her entire career in NXT, so she's definitely improved. I've enjoyed her reign ever since she became SmackDown Women's Champion the first time at last year's Money in the Bank pay per view. So just seeing both of these superstars on how elevated and how improved they've become from last year to now, it's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a great match, and I am very excited to see how it turns out. Now, as of who comes out as a winner, I see Bayley coming out. WWE can always throw us a curveball and give Nikki the title. So either way, heading into SummerSlam, um, I think we're in for a treat. And this match, in my opinion, is one that's to look out for. Now, the second match on the Extreme Rules pay per view match card, we have Apollo Crews defending his United States Championship against MVP. Um, now Apollo's title reign is another title reign that I am very happy to see. Ever since he became champion, he's been doing great. Uh, when it comes to being in the storyline against Andrade, when it comes to being performing in in matches against Shelton Benjamin. I mean, the man has done an amazing job as U.S. champion, and I feel like at Extreme Rules, whether he wins or he loses, he's gonna put on a show. Um, MVP, we all know he does the same thing. He's been champion, I believe, for 3 times already before. So if MVP loses or wins, this, in my opinion, this match is, it could go both ways. You know, um, I really hope Apollo doesn't lose. I hope he pulls out that victory and heads into SummerSlam um, stronger than ever. But I wouldn't be mad either if MVP won it. Um, we got a great new championship just debuted, I believe. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Um, it would look great on both superstars. But in my opinion, I really want Apollo to win because WWE is is at a point right now where they should give these fresh superstars a chance to have a chance at that spotlight. And MVP has, even though MVP has been out of WWE for a while, um, he's basically, other than winning the world championships, he's done it all in WWE. I feel like if MVP, for a better way for WWE to book MVP, in my opinion, they should give him a shot at the world championships. Um, he should be competing for the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship, um, because he's already done everything else. He's already been tag team champion. He's already held a mid card championship, and I feel like it's time for him to elevate himself up. So, but either way, this match is going to be awesome. Now, the next match on the Extreme Rules pay per view match card, we have Asuka defending her Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. Now, this, every time both of these superstars, when they get in the ring, it's something to look forward for. I believe every time Asuka has been in a match, she proves that she's kind of more of the dominant person that's in the match. Sasha, she's more of the underdog. Um, but in this particular match, in my opinion, it's kind of like the roles are reversed. Asuka, even though she's had the longest reigning title reign in NXT, she in my opinion, she looks kind of like the underdog because people are expecting her to lose. Um, Sasha is. It would be awesome to see Sasha and Bailey hold both champions or all four of those championships that are in the women's division right now in WWE. So people are kind of expecting for Sasha to win. Um, but like I said, things are getting crazy in WWE. You never know what's gonna happen. I'm one of the people that are expecting for Asuka to win because I really want to see her square off at SummerSlam against Kyrie. If there's any way that Kyrie can be sent off back to Japan with her husband, I believe at SummerSlam would be a great time for her to be like, all right, I lost this match. It's time for me to go away. That would close a great that would be a great chapter closing for the Kabuki Warriors, not only as a tag team, but as us ever having that wonder of, oh man, we never got Asuka versus Kyrie, you know. But at Extreme Rules, whichever way this match turns out, I'm positive that both of these women are gonna put on a show for us. Um, Out of both of the women's championship matches, this is the one I'm most excited for because I'm a huge fan of Sasha and I I'm a huge fan of Asuka's style of wrestling. It really shows off her wrestling, the Japanese style. something we don't usually see. We've seen it more now that we have more superstars internationally coming to WWE, but it's always something new with Asuka. So this match is going to be no different, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Now, the final match that will have a championship on the line is the WWE Championship. Um, Drew McIntyre defending his WWE Championship against Dolph Ziggler in a match that we do not know the stipulation of as of um, July 17th. Even though I've read many spoilers and I've seen some posts on Instagram that kind of give away what the match is going to be about, um, I'm still, wondering, what they're going to have because you never know with WWE. They could just scrap that whatever match they're having and make it something else. But in my opinion, I believe that Drew is walking out as WWE champion. Um, Man, Dolph has come a long way with having. He's only had, I believe, what is it, just one world championship reign, and that only lasted about a month due to him receiving a concussion. So um, I do want Dolph to be champion, but in my opinion, it's too short of a time for Drew to lose his championship. In my opinion, I believe Drew needs to have a long title reign. Not saying that a long title reign is needed for someone's title reign to be prestigious, but I see Drew holding the title for a very long time, or at least till SummerSlam. Um, but whichever way, like I said, whichever way this match goes, I know it's going to be for the benefit of both superstars. If Dolph wins it, I'll be very happy if Dolph wins, and if Drew keeps it, I'll be very happy if Drew keeps the title. Whichever way this match ends, we're gonna have a great lineup. We may have a setup for SummerSlam, a potential rematch. So it's looking up for WWE and the WWE Championship at this point. And now we're heading into the more of the cinematic matches that we have set up for this Sunday. And one of the matches is the Eye for an Eye match between Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. And man, just the word, just knowing what kind of match this is going to be. The loser loses an eye. Not for real, but it's still a huge buildup because we've never seen this in WWE. We may have seen it in another promotion, um, but man, like the whole thing with the coronavirus um, has majorly screwed up WWE's plans when it comes to booking. But in the same way, it's helped out WWE a lot because ever since WrestleMania, we have had great cinematic matches um, from the swamp mat from the I think it's the Buried Alive match with Undertaker and AJ to the Money in the Bank matches that we had. Um, the matches that we had with at Backlash between Randy and Edge. Um, it's been a great time to be in WWE right now, and this match is looking like it's gonna be. It could go both ways, in my opinion. Um, with Ray, it would be, a great redemption for him to win the match and um, kind of give Seth Rollins a taste of his own medicine by pulling his eye out. And for Seth Rollins, it could build him up even more than what he is right now. I believe the Monday Night Messiah gimmick is probably the best one he's had um, because it gives him more of a heelish leader role. Like he has to do this to prove that he is the top guy of WWE. Um, So whichever way this match ends, whichever way this match ends, it's gonna be a dope match to watch. Um, it's in my opinion it should be the main event, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. Um, but yeah, I mean it's what else is there to say about it? What else is there to say other than it's gonna be a 5-star match? Now, following the eye for an eye match, we have a match that I believe hasn't been officially confirmed yet. Um, as of the 17th of July, we have the bar fight between Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. Um, this is another match where I do not see somebody losing, and I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna lose. Um, both of these superstars have. I think Jeff Hardy won at Money in the Bank, and Sheamus won at Backlash. So they both got 1-1 at each pay per views that we've had. If I was to bet my money, since it's a bar fight and Jeff Hardy's expected to win, I would say Jeff Hardy is gonna pull out this match. He's gonna pull out the W for this match. Um, like I said, it hasn't been confirmed. I would like it to be at Extreme Rules, but hey, we don't know what's gonna happen. Tonight is SmackDown, so it could be on SmackDown, or it could be moved to Extreme Rules. Either way, whatever happens, I see Jeff Hardy going only up from here, leading into SummerSlam and the foreseeable future in WWE. There's a lot of speculation that he might not re-sign with the company. So, in my opinion, if WWE wants to use him properly, they should kind of just get the ball rolling with him possibly winning the WWE the Universal or the WWE Championship, whichever championship he gets. I have a feeling he's gonna pull it out without a hitch. From now on to when the time his contract expires, Jeff Hardy should be used to the ultimate extent, in my opinion, um, because who knows if Jeff Hardy might resign um, with the company. I hope he does. I hope he never leaves WWE. But there's always that feeling. We have Matt going to that is in AEW right now. So if I was Vince McMahon, I would not lose Jeff to AEW. Um, but going back to this match, it's a great redemption for Jeff to begin. All right, I he pulled off a victory at a bar fight. Somewhere where temptation is everywhere. I got a feeling it's not gonna be an actual bar, but the feeling is gonna be there. There's a lot of superstars and other pro wrestlers that have been very vocal about this storyline, and I love it. I love the storyline because it's giving Jeff Hardy a kind of like an underdog role. Like, oh, people are not expecting him to succeed. People are always expecting him to fail. Um, with how many legal troubles he's been in, his past, so with this storyline, even though it may look bad to some people, it's going great, and I've been loving every minute of it. So this match is gonna be no different. Both of these superstars are gonna tear the roof off the place, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. And the final match on the Extreme Rules match card, we have the Wyatt Swamp fight between the Universal Champion Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. Now, even though the Universal Championship is not on the line, I'm expecting big things to happen in this match. I'm expecting for WWE to do the same thing that they did when we had the Buried Alive match with AJ and Undertaker. Um, Heck, even more, it's a swamp match. It's a swamp fight. So I'm expecting, like I said, WWE to pull out all the stops. Um, the possibilities are endless on how this match can end. Since it's a non-title match, I do see Bray Wyatt um, defeating Braun Strowman. It would be a great way to end that storyline or to head into SummerSlam. Braun Strowman already faced Bray Wyatt at the Money in the Bank with regular Bray. It's the guy that's from the Firefly Funhouse. Now he's facing the Bray Wyatt that we all saw debut on the main roster in WWE. The creepy Bray, um, the Wyatt family Bray Wyatt that we all know, um, and leading into SummerSlam, he may face the Fiend. This I see Bray Wyatt winning. That way, it'll potentially give Bray the championship match at SummerSlam. Um, but this could also be kind of like a chapter ending for Braun Strowman as well. You can close the door on that, on the whole Bray and Braun saga. If he pulls out a victory, it could give him a clean slate heading into SummerSlam. We could see him battle other superstars, but like I said, either way, based off the Buried Alive match with AJ and Undertaker, I'm expecting a hell of a match, especially with the cinematic matches that we've been given in the past. I definitely see WWE doing big things with this match. So either way, whichever way this match ends, I will be very happy to see it. I'm very eager to watch how it ends, and like I said, I'm expecting big things from the Wyatt Swamp fight. Now that does it for this month's edition of the pay-per-view preview podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram at Al100 Wrestling. I definitely would love to hear back from you guys. More feedback would be greatly appreciated. Whether it's negative or positive, it's feedback. But like I said, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting me on this journey that I've decided to take into venturing on YouTube. But yeah, it's very, for me, it's very fun to do these podcasts. Also, I would like you guys to leave comments on what other podcasts you think I should do. I have two podcasts that I have that I've recorded. I just need to finish editing them, and I will post them up real soon to you guys for y'all to listen to. I have a special guest on those as well, so it'll be very fun to hear not only my opinions, but me having a conversation with another wrestling fan that definitely takes passion in the art of pro wrestling like I do. So be on the lookout for those two videos. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.